Previously on Bravely Default 2, Adelle gained the Fire Crystal's blessing and the party defeated Dominic. Unfortunately, Helio assassinated Dominic and revealed that the executions were all part of his scheme to weaken Rimedhal in time for the Holograd invasion. Gladys tried to redeem herself by fighting off the Holograders, but got stabbed by an unforgiving soldier whose sister she had executed. Gwydion roasted Helio alive, but Adam killed him in a crazy cutscene duel involving sword nukes. Afterwards, Holograd attacked all 3 previous countries simultaneously, meaning we have to decide which place to go to next.
You've been to Rimedhal before, Adelle. What's good to eat round these parts?
Let's see. Well, I seem to remember the roast snow elk being pretty good.
Ah, now that does sound tasty. 1 plate of your finest snow elk, if you will, good sir.
Sorry, I'd love to dish you up some, but snow elk can't be found for love nor money these days. I can do you a nice bit of Alp swine, though. That any good to you?
Alp swine?
If that's all they have, we should probably give it a try, don't you think?
Sounds good to me.
Hang on. Can we maybe give the Alp swine a miss?
Huh? Why?
Well, it's, you know, just a bit, it's just a bit sad that we'd be commemorating our visit with a plate of something so, basic, you know.
Nope. What are you even talking about?
Look, it doesn't matter. Let's just agree we won't be eating any Alp swine, alright?
Maybe he used to have a pet Alp swine?
If you don't like it, you can just say, you know.
No, it's not that. It's just, it's a very particular flavour and I'm not always in the mood for it, that's all.
Well, in the absence of any other options, we may have to...
No, stop! I can't do it, please! Anything but Alp swine.
What are you, 4 years old? You really don't have anything else?
Sorry, love. Not since the snow elk up and left for who knows where. It's a bit of a problem, actually. Their hides are what we make our clothes out of to keep the cold at bay, see? And while it's been getting that bit warmer these past few years, it's not exactly tropical around by here just yet. So, if you do happen to see any while you're out on your travels, you let us know, won't you? We'll make it worth your while, I promise.
With a nice plate of venison, you mean? Yeah, sounds good to me. Hey, come on, gang! Let's get deer stalking.
You're really that desperate to avoid the Alp swine?
Don't be silly, you heard the man. If we don't go and find some of these snow elk, all of Rimedhal's gonna freeze to death.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like we should go and see what we can find.
That's the spirit. How hard can it be to sniff out a couple of elk, right? Come on, let's get to it.
Search for elk.
Hey, Gloria. You need anything from town? I was just about to head out, so... Gloria? Hey, Gloria!
Hmm? Oh, forgive me, Adelle. Were you talking to me?
Wow, you're completely zoned out there. Are you tired or something?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I was just thinking, that's all.
Thinking, huh?
What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Look, I don't know what's bugging you, but you need to snap out of it, and fast. You keep frowning like that for much longer, and you'll be stuck that way for good. How about you try to relax a little, Just this once. Tell you what, why don't we do something to take your mind off of things?
Take my mind off of... Oh no, I couldn't possibly.
What you can't possibly do is be so dang serious your whole life. You have to learn to let your hair down once in a while. If you don't, you'll be burned out before you know it.
Fine. What would you suggest?
Well, we need to, think of something you like to do. Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies? No,
Don't give me that. You must like doing something. Singing? Dancing, maybe?
Well, I am a princess. I have been trained in the arts of singing and dancing, and music and poetry and painting. As to whether I enjoy them,
Fine. Which of those were you best at?
well, I suppose if you were to insist on an answer, I would have to say painting.
All right, then a painting we will go. I'm not bad with the brush myself. What say we have ourselves a little competition?
Really? Here?
Sure, but we'll need some paints first. Let's go find us some pigment.
Another fetch quest. Gloria doesn't relax soon, she's going to explode, which is why we're going to need to do some painting. Portraits first. But we'll need some pigment. You can get it from big boulders. That's one pigment. Just follow all the blue dots. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Unlike Foley, we didn't have to kill anyone for it.
Ought to be enough. Time to get painting.
Very well, but can we really afford to be wasting our time on such frivolities?
You bet we can. Come on, Princess Fusty Pants. Back to the inn. Miss out on a chance to show off my skills? Not likely. The snow used to be so much deeper around here.
Guess it really has been getting warmer.
Guess so.
Everyone, over here!
What is it, Gloria?
Look at these footprints. They're enormous. Too big to have been made by a bear, even.
What was that?
Whoa! Look at that thing!
Crikey! This'll be the lads who left those footprints. He's a big old unit, eh?
Damn it! Look out, everyone!
This'll be a walk in the park.
Now's our chance!
Now you've made me mad!
Okay, magnifying glass on Eclipse.
Let me at him!
A giant bear.
You are about to witness my true power!
Health Bringer.
Let me help you!
Time to play my trump cards. Right, so I'll take the
You got the upper hand,
Time to
guys!
get serious.
That's an interesting combination. The having a counter passive and having a defender of the people.
I needed that.
Prepare to meet your maker!
You can only have one spirit at a time, so I might as well just start spamming buffs.
A song? Here goes. Very well. I hope my voice
Want to see what I can really do? I'll be ready for this. My time to shine. My time to shine.
Now you've made me mad.
Okay, fourfold flurry. And done.
That came from? What the heck was that thing?
It looked like a bear, but some kind of monstrified version, I guess.
Perhaps it was what caused all the snow elk to disappear.
Could be. Wonder where it came from.
Maybe our friend the innkeeper knows. Shall we go and ask him?
Yes, I think we should. Let's head back to town.
You clobbered some kind of giant bear-like beastie, is it? Nah. Can't have been.
Can have been what?
Well, there's a legend we have, see, about a creature called the Moon Guzzler.
And you're saying that's the monster which attacked us?
You never know. The story goes that this whole area was once all green forests and grassland, and the Moon Guzzler was the scourge of just about everyone. The beast was insatiable, roaming the land, devouring anything and everything. Nothing and nobody was safe. The Lord of Dragons tried to reason with it, but to no avail. And when reason failed, he tried to drive it away by force, but the creature proved unstoppable. In the end, our Lord and Master had no choice but to exploit the beast's one weakness, the cold. And so the land was wrapped in snow and ice. That's how Rimedhal and everything around it came to be how it is today. At least, that's what the legends say.
And you really think the thing we fought was the monster from your story?
Can't say for certain, but based on your description, I'd say it might have been.
What if the Moon Guzzler has an entire family? Of even stronger Moon Guzzlers.
Could be that things thawing out a bit has brought the old beastie back.
I mean, it was tough, but legendary monster tough? I'm not so sure.
Well, it's only just woken up after a long old sleep, innit? Stands to reason it wouldn't be at its best. Either way, maybe now you got rid of it, a snow elk or two might come sniffing back around. Pop by next time you're in town. I might just have a roast for you that'll knock your socks off.
Sounds good to me. We'll be here with bells on.
In the meantime, I guess we'll have to settle for Alps wine, huh?
We will?
Of course. We can't very well turn our noses up at the only thing on offer.
Give me strength.
Okay, 58 done. A disconnecting delicacy. Disconcerting. All that hard work and no snow elk to show for it. Well, there's always regular venison. I hate to break it to you, but snow elk is nothing like venison. It's not, but it's just deer meat, right? Well, no, actually, snow elk, despite the name, aren't deer at all. They look like them, but they're really a species of cow. A cow named after a type of deer? That's confusing. Wow, now I want to try it even more. And you know what's even more confusing? It actually tastes a lot like pork. You what? So it's a cow named after a deer that tastes like a pig? Yep, that's confusing, alright. Yes, it is a little hard to get one's head around. Look, the animal kingdom's complicated, okay? Things don't always fit neatly into little boxes. Hey, I guess they really don't, eh? Yeah, it makes you wonder what the Moon Guzzler would have tasted like. Chicken, maybe? Aye, could be. Okay, wish we could have kept a leg or two to stick on the fire now. I'm kind of glad we didn't.
Alright, let's get to work. You ready?
I think so, yes. But what are we going to paint?
Yeah, good question. Hey, Sailor Boy, come model for us.
Huh? He's in his freelancer gear.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you. Strike a pose, kid. I'm about to make you famous.
Okay.
So, you learned how to paint back when you were growing up at the palace, huh? Did they have a famous artist come teach you or something?
No, actually, Sir Sloane was my teacher.
What? Wow, that's not what I expected to hear.
He was no professional, of course, but he really was rather talented. He often painted the views from the palace. And when I saw him at work, I knew I wanted him to teach me.
Wow.
Stop! You mustn't move.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
She's really into this, which means my plan is working.
How much longer?
Well, they should have had those two change to Pictomancer gear for that one.
And I'm done.
Yes, that ought to do for me as well.
So, I can move now?
Yep. Why don't you come take a look at what we made of you?
I'm afraid I'm rather rusty. It's certainly not my best work.
Let's see. Whoa, Gloria, this is amazing!
I think you might have made him look a little cooler than in real life, but yeah, that is pretty good.
Yeah, that almost looks like concept art for the game.
Let's see yours, Adelle. It's certainly unique. But this one's a clear win for Gloria. Sorry.
Hey, I'm a little rusty myself, you know. And what am I supposed to do with a model like you? I'm not a miracle worker.
Oh, so it's my fault now?
No, it's just... I'm more of a landscape artist, you know? Yeah, show me some good scenery and I'll blow your mind.
Well, we have plenty of paint left. Perhaps we should find somewhere with a nice view and see what we can come up with. Not for competition's sake, you understand. I'd simply like to try.
Oh, it is on. Time for round 2. The landscaping. Let's find us that view.
Oh, it's still going.
Bingo! This is perfect. What do you think? The view's something else, right?
Yes, it's wonderful. I had no idea there were places like this so close to town.
Oh, can you hear that? It's the lake saying, "Paint me, please, Adelle, paint me."
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot.
Well, shall we?
Let's do this. Prepare to be outbrushed, princess.
So, what kind of paintings did you used to do back home, Gloria? Whoa, that's some serious concentration right there.
Yup. I'd say we've successfully taken her mind off things for sure.
There. All done.
Wow, this is just amazing, Gloria. You have a real talent.
Yeah. The scenery, the water. You captured it all perfectly. It almost looks real.
I can't believe you're an amazing artist on top of everything else.
Oh no, I only ever learned the basics, honestly.
All right, Adelle, show me what you got. Wait, is this even finished?
What's that supposed to mean? Yes, it's finished. You don't like it?
No, it's... Wait, it's kind of abstract, right? That's why it looks this way?
I think it's wonderful and completely unique. Well done, Adelle.
Whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Did all this painting take your mind off things or not?
Oh, yes. I feel like a weight has been lifted from my shoulders. Thank you so much, Adelle.
Oh, I didn't really do anything.
Wait, you're not sore about losing?
No, the competition thing was just for fun. I've done what I set out to do. Now I guess it's time we were heading back.
Sure. Let's get going.
59 completed. So this is Gloria's painting, eh? Let's take a wee look. Crikey, this is good. They spared no expense teaching you, did they, Your Highness? Right, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, I still can't quite believe how good you are, Gloria. Please, you're too kind. It's really nothing special. Well, compared to Adelle's, yours is kind of interesting too, Adelle. And art's subjective and all, so... Oh shit, well you're just making it worse. Why don't I take a look, eh? Aye, it's nicely done, this. Really? You get it, don't you, Elvis? Totally, I see where you're coming from with the whole thaumaturgical thing. Thauma, what? Aye there, there was an illustration just like it in one of my first magic textbooks. So what's the message exactly? Oh, I guess it's kind of a metaphor for liberating the world from the clutches of evil. Aye, now I look closer, I cannot really see that. What? Come on, Adelle, you totally just made that up. How dare you call my process into question? Honestly. What the? I didn't even realize there was a boss here.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
Holy shit, they actually... I didn't know that was a boss! Wow, that was embarrassing.
What's going on, Elvis?
Oh, poor wee fellow's lost. We can't come far though. He must belong to someone here in town.
Maybe they're someplace nearby.
Aye, I thought the same thing. Nobody's come looking for him though. And him only a pup and all. Where's your ma and your dad?
Let's go ask around. Somebody must know something.
Quest 60. This poor wee puppy's lost. Can't have come far though. He must belong to someone here in town. Let's ask around. Someone's bound to know something.
Sorry to bother you, but we found a wee stray. You wouldn't happen to know who he might belong to?
Oh, not again. Sorry, the little rascal's forever running off. Hang on, that's not our dog.
Course it's not. Ours is out running round the garden.
What are you on about running round the garden? Poor thing only went and hurt its leg 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and then this nice lady came by and fixed it. I've never seen healing skills like it. Oof, just like that, and the little tyke was fixed. Yeah, she was a pro, and no mistake. And to think she didn't even stick around long enough for me to say thanks. Wanted to ask her how she came to know so much so young, I did. You don't see many like her, that's for certain. Easy on the eye she was too. Bit stern looking maybe, but in a captivating way, you know?
Quite undruling, are you? Sounds like you've given up on your actual wife.
No, love, don't be silly. Can't a man appreciate a beautiful woman with some beautiful skills without...
Are you trying to wind me up? One more beautiful out of your mouth and I'll put my flipping foot in it.
Seems you've a thing or two to be hashing out between you. We'll be getting along. Guess that wasn't the wee one's home then. Still, it was only our first try. Don't worry, little one. We'll soon sniff out your ma and your da for you.
Oh, almost sounds like he's asking us if we're sure.
Listen to you, putting words in the poor pup's mouth. Less of that, we've an owner to find. Sorry to bother you while you're working, but...
Back after all, is it? Good. I'm glad you've finally chosen to act like a grown-up. Oh, wait. Not who I thought it was. What can I do for you, then?
We're trying to find out who Rover here belongs to.
Sorry, not mine. I ain't got a dog.
Something troubling you?
Well, I took on this young bloke, see? But he up and left just like that. No experience, but strong as an ox. Took to the old smithing like a duck to water, he did. And what's more, he listened. Like, properly listened, you know? And I never saw such an hard worker. So there I was, egging him on, telling him he'd soon be the best for miles around. And then he goes and says it. Out of nowhere. Sorry, mate. I'd love to stay and learn more, but I've got things to be getting on with.
Okay, so the previous one they were talking about was Selene, and this one might be Dag?
There's someone who needs me. You know how it is. And just like that, he was gone. Honest hard workers like that don't come along often. Gutted I was.
Not here either, eh? Sorry, little. Eh? Where's the pup gone?
He must have run off while we were talking.
Ah, that's no good. Come on, we'll split up and find him.
Oh, you didn't half have me worried, you little rogue, you. How many times have I told you not to go running off like that?
Well, would you look at that? Seems he found his owner all by himself.
Not quite by himself, no. A couple it was.
A great big burly bloke and a proper snooty-looking woman. Wasn't so sure about them at first. They didn't seem exactly the do-gooder type. Didn't help that the big lad was covered in cuts and bruises either. But it turns out that was only because of the runaround this little devil gave him. Aren't you naughty, eh? Ran off before I had a chance to thank them properly, they did. Proper mysterious, like. Anyway, that's enough excitement for one day. Come on, you, off to bed.
I guess all's well that ends well, huh?
A great big burly bloke and a snooty woman, eh? Can't help thinking that sounds familiar. Anyway, that's the case of the lost wee doggy solved. Nice work, everyone.
Quest completed. Cats or dogs? Okay guys, here's a question for you. Cats or dogs? Cats I guess, but why do you even want to know? Well, I'm just curious, that's all. It's no big deal. I'm a cat person too, by the way. I find them soothing somehow. Aye, well, I'm a dog man all the way. Don't get me wrong, I've nothing against a moggy. I just seem to get on better with dogs. They're friendlier on the whole. Hey, cats can be plenty friendly too, when they're in the mood. It all depends on how you treat them. What about you, Gloria? Which do you prefer? Oh, I'm more of a dog person. I used to have a little tour, in fact. I used to keep a cat back on the boat. Really? Can cats live at sea? Sure they can. I need them too. How else will you keep the rats under control? Yeah, they're pretty good at that. You should have seen this one. I used to give her a treat every time she caught something. Oh, I like your thinking. Nothing crazy, just a little fish or something. She got too old for it in the end though. Had to leave her back in port. Wonder how the old girl's doing. You! Shouldn't you be back in Wiswald? The place is undefended.
Hey, we met you in Wiswald.
Oh, it's you. Thanks again for all your help.
Ah, it's good to see you, Galahad. Fancy meeting like this, eh?
Yes, it's quite a coincidence. I only just got here myself.
What brings you to Rimedhal?
I've come to see my sister. I was born here, see? The Wiswalders took me in when I was little. But this is my real home.
So you and your sister were living apart all these years?
Afraid so. We've only seen each other a few times since we were kids. So I thought, since Wiswald's pretty much back on its feet again now, maybe it's a good time to come and visit.
I'm sure she'll be happy to see you.
Oh, she will. I can't wait to see the look on her face when I surprise her. Anyway, I'll introduce you once I've found her and said hello. Come by the Hall of High Holies when you've got a minute. She told me once that's where she spends most of her time.
Mark of the Void times 4. Okay, this one they want us to hunt Goliaths, and we get Artemis Bow. I've been given a little mission, but I'm petrified I'll freeze to death out there. Just because I'm from by here doesn't mean I like the snow, you know. Can you go for me? Accept. My orders were to go Goliath clobbering. They hang out up in the mountains there. I said to my sergeant that maybe if we just left them, they'd freeze to death, but he didn't like that one bit.
The initiative is ours!
Did the music change? Even though the enemies are the same.
All set!
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
Need to fight one more. You walled them Goliaths, did you? Legend. Well, I think so anyway. My sergeant's not so sure. Didn't like the idea of you doing my dirty work for me one bit. It's not that I don't want to do my duty. It's just how am I supposed to when it's so flippin' cold? Maybe if I had some nice warm clothes, some proper snuggly furs or something, I could do my job properly. Reckon you could help with that? Now I have to hunt wolves.
Now you've made me mad. I've got another one.
That's one, but it's gonna take a while for them all to spawn. Core, these are proper snuggly, thanks. With this sort of installation, there will be no stopping me. Although I'm so warm and cuddly wrapped up like this, I think I might struggle to even move. What's that? You're starting to think my problem wasn't the cold but my incurable laziness? Crikey, don't hold back on my account, will you? Talk about a heart of ice. Report back. Damn it, we underestimated that thing. The Jormungandr. That thing killed me without giving me a chance to fight back, so I'm not ready for it yet. I'm gonna decline for now.
Oh, hey Martha. What are you doing here?
Oh, I just had some business to attend to is all. What about you? What brings you lot by here?
We came to meet someone. Do you know a big guy named Galahad?
Oh, well, if it's Galahad you're looking for, he's gone to see the graves outside town.
The graves?
Yeah, his sister's buried there. Gladys.
Wait, Gladys was Galahad's sister?
Oh, sorry, I thought he might have mentioned it at some point. Their parents were both priests. They died when Gladys and Galahad were only little. Galahad was sent away to live with relatives in Wiswald, and Gladys stayed here.
That must have been tough.
Yeah, and now Gladys is gone too, and, well, I didn't have much choice but to tell him, but, oh, it was awful. The second I said it, he just burst into tears right there in front of everyone. Wow. I hope he's okay.
Me too. We should go and check on him.
Oh, Gladys. Gladys. If only I'd come home sooner.
Galahad.
Martha told me everything. How Gladys threw her life away because she felt so bad about what she'd done. How she was all alone, tortured by guilt, with no one there to help her. Sorry. Can you leave me alone for a bit?
We know you want to be by yourself right now, but we were worried about it.
Go away, I said. Leave me alone.
I guess nothing we say is gonna help when he's feeling like that.
Probably not.
Those who lost family to the judgments might not be able to forgive Gladys for what she did. But she helped people too, when Holograd invaded. Perhaps if we spoke with those she helped, we might learn something that would be of comfort to Galahad.
Yeah, it's worth a try, at least.
Talk with the townspeople.
Gladys was the one who dragged my wife off so they could put her on trial as a fairy. All because she missed one stupid town meeting. I told them she was sick, but no one would listen. They said the fact she couldn't face them all proved she was a fairy. I mean, I know Gladys was only doing what Helio told her. But is that really an excuse? Doesn't matter now, though. She got her just desserts. Gladys and Galahad's parents were both priests. Very good priests.
Probably too good for Helio.
But then they got dragged into all the fuss over the fairies and the judgments and... Well, Gladys came to see it as the fairies' fault. With the help of Helio's honeyed words, of course. She can't be blamed for what she did. And bitterness and grudge-bearing will only bring us more pain. They certainly won't bring my Margaret back.
Gladys? Oh, scared stiff of her I was. But she certainly saved our bacon back when the Holograders came. She stood there and faced the lot of them down, all on her own. And if she hadn't, I wouldn't be standing here today. I hope she's at peace now, even after everything she did. After all, we might not have a home to speak of if it weren't for her.
Gladys was sorry for what she did, more than we can ever know. I grew up with her. I know what she was like deep down. That's what makes it so sad. Just as she realised how wrong she'd been, just as she was about to start making amends, she had to go and... I understand how Galahad feels. I still can't quite believe it myself. There's so much I still want to talk to her about, so many things I want to ask her. I put flowers on her grave once in a while, stop by for a little chat, you know? But gravestones don't talk back, do they? There's just so... Oh, sorry. Well, not everyone has fond memories of Gladys, that's for certain.
No, but some of them weren't so bad. Some people even seemed a little sorry she's gone.
Indeed. It may be small comfort to Galahad, but I think we should go and tell him what we've learned, don't you?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it'll help Gladys rest a little easier too.
I'm surprised we got so much positive feedback from the townspeople. I thought there'd be more people who wouldn't forgive her. But we didn't, well, we didn't get that big a sample size, but still.
Hey, Galahad.
I thought I told you to leave me alone.
Aye, but if we leave you alone much longer, you'll freeze to death out here.
And so what if I do? It's not like I've got much left to live for. I let my sister die all alone with the whole town hating her.
I'm sorry, Galahad. I can't imagine how you must feel. But please, look.
Gladys, I'm only alive today because you stood up for us. I hope you're sleeping peacefully.
I could never hate you, Gladys, no matter what you did. I hope you know that.
You're the one whose wife was...
carted off to her death by Gladys. Yes. Yes, I am. And if she'd only stopped to listen to our side of the story, things might have turned out differently. Lord knows I've hated her for that. Hated and hated. But what good does hating do? Doesn't make you feel any better, that's for certain. I can carry on banging my head against that brick wall, but all it'll get me is a sore head. So I've come here to pray. To pray that you find your way to wherever it is you're going.
Gladys' sins were many. Of that there is no doubt. But by the end, she had recognized them, and she had begun to make amends. Who are we to judge one brave enough to take the first steps on the road to redemption? And what does such judgment gain us? Little in the end, save to delay the healing of a wound. If we are to move forward, to heal, then we must choose forgiveness.
Wait, look. There's something written on her headstone.
Listen to this. Here lies one who died, that the many might live.
Aye.
It was not I who asked that this inscription be made. It was the people of the town.
Gladys was a hero, and that's how she'll be remembered.
So you don't all hate her? I thought she'd been thrown in a hole out here and left to rot.
Look around you, Galahad. This is no place of dishonor. This is where our most cherished are laid to rest. Your own parents among them.
I don't think they bury someone they hated out here.
No, I suppose not. Oh, Gladys. I'm sorry to have been such a bother.
I guess you're going home to Wiswald now?
I am. There's things I need to be getting back to.
I see.
And Gladys would have my guts for garters if I went and neglected my duties.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
She always was a handful. Anyway, I'll be getting on. Maybe see you again if you're ever in Wiswald.
I'd like that. Look after yourself, Galahad.
Quest completed, Mark of the Void. Gladys and Galahad. Galahad really loved his sister, huh? Yes, it must have hurt him awfully to lose her, especially under such circumstances. We must try not to let ourselves get too upset, though. Yeah, I don't think Galahad would want that. Seems like he's going to try to get on with his life. We should try to do the same. Seeing the big man break down like that, though, he's usually so composed. I never ever even seen him laugh before, let alone cry. But even he couldn't stand firm in the face of losing someone he loved, and who can blame him? At least it's good to know there's a heart in that barrel chest of his. You know you can cry too, Elvis, at any time you need to. Thanks, I might just take you up on that one of these days. Just don't get tear stains on my stuff, okay? As if I'd ever even dream of it. Oh, well, that's where I ruined the moment. Still, I think we made some progress. Yeah, and maybe the mood needed lightening a little. Come on. Sure, this is awful altogether. Jewellery Heist, listen to this. I've only had me blessed earrings stolen by a Dagon shaman, and them one of a kind pair and all. Get them back, will you? And teach the blighter a lesson while you're at it.
This'll be a piece of cake. That was a piece of cake.
Okay, got the treasure. Time to deliver it back. You found me earrings, bless your heart. Don't tell me, you were surprised when they turned out to be so cheap and nasty looking, weren't you? Well, don't be too hard on them, or me. They were my very first effort, you see, and they set me out on the path to becoming a master jeweler. And it's a path I mean to follow to the end. My next creation will stun the world, just you wait and see. And when it does, these little beauties here will be a museum piece. My legacy is safe thanks to you. Report back. Halcyonia, Adelle, and Wiswald. All three kingdoms have done so much for us, and now all three are in danger. We must not abandon them. We cannot. We could spend days mulling things over and still be none the wiser about the best course of action. If you ask me, we just need to make the decision and go with it. Three kingdoms in trouble at once, eh? Looks like we have our work cut out. But as long as the four of us are together, there's nothing we can't do. Problem is, it's going to be very hard to... I usually like to grind in Halcyonia's first dungeon in terms of JP, but I don't really have the option if they're going to lock me into the city once I enter it.
The place is crawling with holograders.
Aye, but this lot are just grunts. They won't know who we are. We should be able to keep a low profile for now.
We need to gain a better understanding of what's happening here. And we need to know if King Vernon's all right.
The innkeeper always seemed to know a lot about what was going on. Maybe we should ask her.
One moment. Good. You weren't followed.
Thanks for checking. Guess we need to be more careful.
Oh, there's no need to thank me. Like I told you once upon a time, it's only right to help people.
Have you any news of King Vernon?
He surrendered so that the city would be spared, and then they took him prisoner. There's not much we can do besides praying that he's all right.
Do you know where they're keeping him? Don't worry about it.
We should probably try asking around some more. Without drawing attention to ourselves, of course.
We need information on King Vernon's whereabouts and Holograd's intentions. Let's split up and see what we can discover. I haven't finished talking to the locals yet. I'll meet you back at the end once I'm done. King Vernon surrenders to the first sign of trouble, and before we know it, we're overrun with Holograders. I can't get my head around it. Goodness knows what will become of us now. For a town under occupation, the place seems pretty peaceful, don't you think? But the Holograders will be on their guard, you can be sure of that. Your pathetic resistance is already broken. Your king has surrendered. Now we are in charge. The Holograders won't hurt us if we don't put up a fight. Better to just accept our fate quietly than try any heroics, if you ask me. We are on General Lonsdale's orders. Do what you're told and no one will be hurt. Can't even play cards. The thought of becoming part of the Holograd Empire makes me sick. I'm gonna fight them, all of them, by myself if I have to. General Lonsdale has ordered us not to interfere in your lives. You're lucky he is a merciful man.
Looks like someone high up in Holograd's army.
You there? You local? Not seen you around here before?
I've been sick. Today's the first day I felt well enough to leave my bed.
Is that so?
And you are...
Lonsdale, commander of the Holograd forces in this region.
Commander?
Yeah, but who cares about titles when we're in the tavern, eh? We're all equals here. Let me buy you a drink.
Sure.
Now then, lad. What is it that you do?
I'm a sailor.
Oh, man of the sea, eh? Must have seen a bit of the world then. I did some travelling myself when I was your age. Me and a pal went on a bit of a journey of self-discovery. Though, it has to be said, one of the main discoveries I made was that I wasn't half as tough as I thought. To be honest, I was lucky to make it home in one piece.
So, how come you wound up in the army in Holograd?
In a word, son, duty. The king of Holograd at that time was very good to me. I felt it were only right that I paid him back somehow. Bit pompous, I know, but there you have it. Any road up. Turns out I'm not a bad soldier. Don't think I could live any other way now.
Wow.
A word to the wise, though. Even to a simple soldier like me, you're not doing the best job of keeping a low profile. Try not to cause any trouble while you're in town, all right? I'd hate to have to kill you for no good reason. Oh, and one more thing. Don't bother trying to pass yourself off as a local again, lad. It didn't work on me, it won't work on anyone else. Yeah, be seeing you.
Lonsdale, huh?
Lonsdale, yeah, I've heard of him. I don't much fancy Halcyonia's chances to defeat the enemy commander, I must say. So this is it, the fall of Halcyonia. I can't believe I get to see it with my own eyes. Well, I suppose there's no point in holding back now. Time for another drink, I say.
Well, what did we all find out?
I spoke to a maid who used to work at the castle. She says she saw King Vernon being taken to the dungeons.
That's no good. I came up empty, I'm afraid. What about you, Adelle? Any luck?
I found out who's in charge of the Holograders. His name's Lonsdale. This Lord Commander of theirs, Adam, must trust the guy quite a bit to put him in charge of an entire region.
Whoa. So it really was him.
Know something about this bloke, do you?
Yeah, I met him. He came into the tavern while I was there.
Wait, you didn't speak to him, did you? Did he suspect anything?
Well, he didn't say it in so many words, but I think I blew our cover. Sorry, guys.
Sounds like we better break old Vernon out of Chokey and hightail it for the hills then, eh?
Well, has the date of my execution been set?
Still so eager to die, Your Majesty?
If it would help my people one iota, I would gladly kneel before the axeman here and now.
Oh, crikey. Look, before you go drawing a dotted line round your neck, I've a proposition for you. Now that Halcyonia is part of the Empire, I mean to suggest that the Lord Commander makes you its governor.
What?
You know more about this place than anyone, and you certainly inspire loyalty in your subjects. You'd be far more used to them in charge than you would be dead, wouldn't you say?
Lonsdale, you...
General Lonsdale.
What is it?
I have orders for you from the Lord Commander, sir.
Oh, damn his eyes. He's insisting that the execution go ahead. I thought he put me in charge. This should be my decision. I won't do it.
But it is a direct order from the Lord Commander, sir.
You may leave. This is her doing. I know it. She's the one who put this daft idea into his head. Well, I won't stand for it.
Do your duty, Lonsdale. Obey your orders.
I have done. I took the kingdom, didn't I? But victory's not just about winning the war. It's about what comes after.
And if what comes after is further bloodshed in response to your insubordination, if more of my people have to die, what then? As I told you before, I have no regrets. I will gladly give my life to keep my subjects safe.
This is terrible. They've announced that the king is to be executed.
What?
We must hurry.
You're going to help him? Then you have to let us lend a hand.
No. We will be fighting trained men. I cannot let you risk your lives.
We don't have to. All we need to do is create a distraction so you lot can sneak into the castle. A street brawl should bring the guards running.
And what about the soldiers guarding the castle entrance?
I have an idea. Remember when Sir Sloane used that stone to help us rescue Gloria? The one that blinded everybody? How about we get ourselves another one?
Aye, that could work.
Yes. He taught me how they're made. It shouldn't be too complicated.
Okay then. Tell us what we need, Gloria, and we'll go out and get it.
A mandatory quest. Quest 0. Get glintstone materials. By the light of the sun. Hey Gloria, I was wondering, you know the words Sir Sloane used when we threw that glintstone by the light of the sun? Do they mean something special? Oh, not really. It's just what children in Halcyonia say when they use them. When one says it, they all throw their stones down at the same moment, and if they time it right, they can give all the grown-ups a fright. Wow, are magical stones like that a little dangerous to use for a prank? Oh, the ones Sir Sloane used was adapted to glow especially brightly. Ah, interesting. The ones the children use aren't anywhere near as bright. They're just for livening up festivals and the like. Of course, certain enterprising souls have been known to make their own modifications, so they are very harshly scolded when they do. I bet. Sir Sloane taught me the trick of how to make them glow more brightly too. You need to make sure you use a long thin one, with 1 or 2 cracks in just the right place. So he taught you in case you ever needed to use the trick yourselves. Yeah, yes, and when he did so, we also agreed that we would use the same words as the children of Halcyonia to signal when to cover our eyes. Nice. Hey, do you ever get pranked by those kids yourself, Gloria? Ahem, no comment. Sir Sloane's know how saves the day once more. We really do owe him one, don't we? I've seen enough executions for one lifetime. Let's hurry up and make the stones we need to rescue King Vernon. We'll have to head out of town in order to gather materials for the glintstone. Be sure to examine any grassy areas we come across. That's where we're most likely to find what we need. Once we have the materials, it shouldn't take me long to put the stone together. There is glintstone materials. There it is, another one. Okay, this is kind of random, isn't it? You don't know the exact spots you have to cut at. There. I think I need one more. Finally. That's all 4. Let's get back. Thank you. I'll get the glintstone made right away.
Did you manage to work out how to make those special stones of yours?
Yep. How are things over here?
All good, thank you. I found a couple of big fellas who've agreed to start a scrap as soon as I say the word.
Thank you so much.
It won't be happening for a little while yet, though. Why don't you rest up in the meantime? After all, you'll be needing all your energy if you're going to rescue the king.
I guess we will, huh?
Warning, you won't be able to save your game for a while. Guess we'll rest up and wait.
They should be getting started right about... Fight! Someone's having a fight!
And they're off.
The soldiers are on the move. Now's our chance.
Yep, no saving. It's like a dungeon here now. Kingburn, okay, he's saying the same thing. Guards are distracted. Now's our chance to head into the palace.
Stop right there.
Ready, everyone? By the light of the sun!
Ah! What's happening?
This way.
Oh crap, there was a party shot! I missed it. Please, reappear. So what's this Lonsdale fellow like? I didn't speak to him for long, but it was pretty clear he's not somebody you want to mess with. He saw that I wasn't a local right away, but even so, he didn't come after me there and then. He just told me he'd hate to have to kill me for no good reason and left it there. And this is the same bloke who's fixing to execute King Vernon for no good reason at all? Yeah, about that. I don't think it was him that ordered the execution. You think that was Adam's doing? Aye, makes sense. Lonsdale can't exactly say no to the boss man, eh? Adam is not Lonsdale's original commanding officer. He served his power before him. And before that, he was a mercenary. He must have made quite the impression to be welcome into the Imperial fold. Sounds like an early old warhorse. Yeah, he won't be easy to get the better of. Right. Alright, let's keep our wits about us then, eh?
Your Majesty!
Princess Gloria, what in the world are you doing here?
We don't have much time. Please, step aside. Now, as to your question, we are here to see you safely out of captivity.
I am grateful, but I cannot leave.
Your Majesty, why?
To make a stand against the Holograders would mean war. My subjects would surely suffer greatly. Lonsdale is sympathetic to my position. So long as I continue to do as he wishes, the people of Halcyonia will be safe.
At least until Adam decides otherwise.
General Lonsdale may be a reasonable man, but what of his superiors? Holograd's plans to expand its empire do not end with Halcyonia. What if the people of your kingdom were forced to fight in another invasion on behalf of their imperial masters? That's as likely an outcome as any, isn't it?
Your Highness.
Your people need you to remain alive. The people of the world need you to remain alive.
Perhaps you are right. But perhaps it is not time to surrender my life just yet.
It is not. I am sure of it.
Very well. Then I am in your hands, Princess Gloria.
Great. Let's get the heck out of here.
Oh, hell no.
shall show no mercy.
Now you've made me mad.
Same. No, they got new stats.
Yeah! Yeah!
And they're all tanky as hell.
Let me at him. Okay, I'm going all in. Sorry. All right.
Hardly worth the...
At least they're not attacking in consecutive waves this time. Actually get a chance between each battle. Yeah, so that'll give me quite a bit of briefing room.
Come on then. Let's have it.
It's time to get serious. That was a good one.
Oh man, get it. All right. All right. On to the next
Prepare
one.
to meet your maker.
The Lancers! Oh shit, they jumped!
Time to play my trumpet or brace myself.
You're about to witness my true power. Be healed.
I owe you one. Want to see what I can really do? Right.
Wind type damage.
Primordial forces converging.
We won't be going easy on you.
All 4 types.
Made me mad. Yeah, I'm all set.
You are about to witness my true power. I hope my voice
Time to play my trump cards. Oh, you better be ready for this. Primordial forces converging! I'm going all in! All right!
hardly worth the bother.
Didn't I tell you not to cause any trouble?
Lonsdale.
I'm a reasonable man. But do you really expect me to let you get away with this? The only way King Vernon is leaving this castle is over my dead body.
Why swear allegiance to a man like Adam, General Lonsdale?
I didn't. I swore allegiance to the man who came before him. His father made me promise to look after the boy, and that's what I've done.
And how does executing King Vernon square with that promise, exactly? Surely the best way to look after the Lord Commander's interests would be to warn him of the dangers of angering every other ruler in the world.
Count yourself among that number, do you? Last I heard, you didn't have a country left to rule over. If you want me to believe you're still worth listening to, you'll need to prove it. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
This should be fun.
I'm warning you, you better be good.
Now you've made me mad.
He already tried to attack the healer. Okay, he's got way too much health.
I can really do.
A mental supplement. I can choose any element. And since he's weak to dark. I'm
not just a dark hand, nothing like your me pick me up.
You are about to witness my true...
Damn, he used a barrier. All because I used a fucking support spell. That's so messed up, man.
Be healed.
Come and get it.
Defender.
It's time to get serious.
Square one. Use fourfold flurry while you're weak to darkness.
I'll disappear. Hey, you okay?
I doubt you'll be getting the better of me if that's all you got to offer. And if you can't beat me, you've not a hope in hell of beating the Lord Commander. In fact, I doubt if you'd even lay a glove on him. It's probably better all round if I just kill you now. Come on! Last chance to show me what you're made of.
Time to play my trump cards.
Still got a physical barrier up. Damn it.
I noticed that
To meet your maker.
Okay. He'll even counter buffs, which is why. That's so arbitrary.
Here goes.
Want to see what I can really do?
Defending.
I noticed that nothing like
To witness my true power. Let me help you.
I owe you one.
Okay, she's already got her turn back.
I'm all set.
Square one.
Oh man, get it!
He's countering square one as well? Are you serious?
Now you've made me mad.
Man, he's just buffing himself still.
Hey, try this.
Time to play my trump cards.
He just reacts to everything I do. It's so fucking stupid.
I noticed that
Here we go to meet your maker.
Oh man, it's time magic costs a lot, doesn't it? I'm already burning through everything.
I hope my voice holds. Here goes. I hope my voice holds the song.
It's time to get serious. Okay. This should do it.
You beat me
That
fair
was
and
a heck square. of a fight.
Yeah, I had Freelancer on her, but I also made sure to use the passive, the specialty of the Swordmaster that allows me to use the specialty of the Freelancer that boosts my stats based on how many jobs I master. And since I mastered every one I have so far, that means I get hella high stats. Even though I didn't have level 15 unlocked technically, it still counts. Okay, with that I've got Lonsdale's bizarre defensive-based class. Bastion. No, that's a total of 3 tank-type classes. But they seem to be a little more physical-oriented than the Shield Master. And with that, you're just a freelancer. Wait.
Not bad.
He didn't take off his Asterisk clothes. What the heck? Oh, now he does it.
I asked for proof, and I got it.
Huh, he's not wearing the same military uniform as the others. I probably would have.
I might not have been able to stand up to Adam, but maybe you can.
Wait, you didn't let us win, did you?
Not likely. I'd just as happily have clobbered you and put King Vernon to the sword. If I've proved anything, it's that I've not got it in me to go against orders, even when I know I should.
Hey, don't be so...
The Lord Commander's powerful, but you beat me. Maybe you can beat him too.
Yeah, your health totals aren't that far off, so maybe we have a chance. If I can just burst him down before he bursts me down.
Lie still, General Lonsdale. Your wounds are deep.
This little lot... This is nothing. Listen, there's something I need to say.
Please.
I mean to order my men to stand down, but on one condition. That those who wish to leave be guaranteed safe passage home to Holograd.
You have my word. I will issue orders accordingly. I must thank you once again for coming to my aid, Princess Gloria. In return, I will of course do anything that is within my power to assist you in your efforts to recover the Wind Crystal.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Your help is deeply appreciated, as always.
Might I ask what you intend to do next?
Halcyonia may be safe for now, but other kingdoms remain in danger. And while we cannot know for certain until we've investigated further, my suspicion is that this is all Holograd's doing. I mean to go to those kingdoms' aid, just as we came to yours.
I see. Then I shall command my generals to make our forces ready to march at a moment's notice, should you have need of our aid. I fear there may be little else I can do to help you in the meantime.
That will be more than enough, Your Majesty. Your subjects must be your first priority.
You are too kind, as ever. If you decide to march on Holograd itself, please, do not do so without visiting us first.
Okay, happy ending, right? Peace reigns once more. Alright, that's the trouble in Halcyonia cleared up. Yep, I wasn't sure how things would turn out when we first heard the place had been occupied. Well, I'll say this for Lonsdale's men. They're well trained. They started clearing out the second they got the order. I have to say, I admire the way soldiers just do what they're told. I certainly couldn't manage it. I know what you mean. So peace reigns in Halcyonia once more. King Vernon is a well-loved ruler. The kingdom will be back on its speed in no time, I'm sure. Aye, the locals must be in the mood for a wee celebration, don't you think? Their king's safe, their country's been liberated. Yeah, must be lively in the tavern right now. Stop it, you know how much I love a party, but I better not. Not just now, anyway. What? You're turning down a chance to go buck wild at the tavern? It's called delayed gratification. The longer you put off that drink off, the tastier it becomes. So no tavern for you until we put a stop to Adam. Like, none at all. Exactly, none, zero, zilch. Why at least hold out until we free Wiswald? You know the scariest thing about the Holograd army? Not a single one of their soldiers engaged in any kind of looting whatsoever. I knew they were disciplined, but that level of control? Yeah, that's frightening, alright. Could be just Lonsdale's men. Thanks to yourself and Princess Gloria, I have been convinced of the need to act. I am fully prepared to stand alongside you in the fight against Holograd. Once the kingdoms are safe, return to me here. I shall prepare my forces in the meantime. I'll be honest with you, the thought of going to war Holograd frightens me to death. There's no way we could win against an army like that. Maybe if the legendary heroes of light were to turn up to fight alongside us, we'd stand a chance. But otherwise, no. Lonsdale might be gone, but we still got Adam to contend with. We definitely can't afford to get complacent. Recent events have been a bit of a wake-up call to us all. If we're going to take on Holograd, we need to learn a lot more about them, and fast. Looks like Halcyonia is going to be okay now. We should probably move on. After all, there's plenty of people out there who still need our help, and some of them have helped us in the past. Let's get to it. Gloria is quite something, eh? I was impressed with the way she spoke to King Vernon, and to Lonsdale for that matter. Born to rule, that one. Not only does she put her people first, she's always prepared to go the extra mile. Our kingdoms are in need of assistance. We must hurry to their aid. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Bravely Default 2. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.